Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Maverick here, continuing with another episode of Bakemonogatari. So, we are entering this new arc with this new girl, Sengoku, which apparently has some sort of snake oddity problem, right? Now, my best guess is that this has something to do with love, with romance, that sort of thing, infatuation maybe, and even perhaps it might have something to do with Araragi, right? Considering that they have known of each other since since a long time ago, right? Beyond that, not really that much else to go on about, so I guess let's just jump into the episode and see if my guess turns out to be true. Alright, let's begin in 3, 2, 1, play. The snake constrict. Aren't they all the same thing? Spite. Someone sent out? So she was cursed? Oh, like yeah. Wait, that can actually work? Alright. There we go. Something to do with love. She figured out how to live. Okay. I wonder if there's a twist here as well. Oh, hey, it's the opening. Mata. Man, I love this song. If you guys listen to the rap version I recommended last episode, do listen to that. Alright, I should probably stop that. But anyways, talking about snakes, right? When I think about snakes, the usual stuff comes up. The cunningness, and doing things behind people's backs and whatnot. All things associated with snakes, right? Like, I'm not quite sure what exact kind of mythology that Bakemonogatari is drawing from. As far as I know, I feel like it draws on mythologies from different cultures, and snakes are pretty prevalent through all sorts of cultures. All right, hold on. Snake can be worse. Not that. Whatever. I'll watch that later. I think it was saying something about snakes being one of the worst out of all of them, which would make sense. In Eastern cultures and Western cultures. Wait, you didn't put your clothes on? He literally went to search out him and back. And she's still naked?
儀式には他にいくつか必要なものがある。僕はそれを集めてくるから、戦国は連絡を済ましておいてくれ。
Look at her face. Like, I definitely feel she has something with Araki. What?
ジャギリナーは見えない大蛇の姿をしていて、今も戦国の体を締め付けている。鱗の跡はその証拠だ。
Okay.
星野が言うには、鱗の跡が顔まで来たらそれまでらしい。
あんなに締め付けられて、その痛くないのか、戦国ちゃんは。
痛いはずだって星野は言ってた。多分我慢してるんだろうって。
しかしその
End of watching.
戦国ちゃんが自分の好きな人を振ったことって何もそこまで。
いや、呪い自体は大したものじゃない。というよりも、素人の術だから本来は発動さえしないはずのものだったんだ。
じゃあ
Right. There has to be a twist here, right?
それと、運も悪かったみたいだ。お嬢ちゃんが蛇をぶつ切りにしたあの神社。あそこは本来何でもないはずの場所だったんだけどさ。忍ちゃんがこの町に来たじゃない。貴族の血統の伝説の吸血鬼。
Ooh. She's a royal vampire. Alright.
神社に良くないものが集まり始めていた。カンバルの気分が悪くなったのもそのせいだ。
Huh. Okay.
あの神社で蛇殺しをしたからジャギリナは発動した。あそこでさえなければ何も問題は起きなかったんだ。
戦国ちゃんは自分から
Wait, so it wasn't activated before she did that?
じゃあ荒木先輩、そんな曰く付きの場所で呪いを解く儀式をするのは危なくないのか。
いや、ちゃんと手順を踏みさえすれば、あの場所はジャギリナーの存在を際立たせるから、むしろ都合がいいんだ。あのさ、戦国。
何、小闇お兄ちゃん。
お前、本当はその鱗の後、痛いんだってな。大丈夫なのか。
その怒らないで小闇お兄ちゃん。
いや、責めてるわけじゃないんだが、大丈夫なのかなって思って。
Have you done it before to yourself, Kambaru? What? Well, that's an interesting little overview. I've been to shrines like these before, when I was in Japan. Quite serene. Alright, she has someone she likes already. And that is you! What did I say? What did I say? He's taken, girl.
戦国の方こそよく僕のことを覚えてたな。
なでこ、あんまり人と遊ぶことなかったから。
Okay, that was definitely creepy. Hmm. Maybe her love is a little bit perverted as well.
とっとと準備するか。カンバル、確かに僕は鱗の跡が消えているかどうか確かめるために肌の見えやすい服を用意してくれとは頼んだが、なんでよりにもよってスクール水着を持ってくるんだ。私としては荒木先輩の好みに合わせたつもりだったのだが、合わせるな。好みなのは否定しないのだな。
You lucky boy, Araki.
シートの上な。そのお守りを力いっぱい握って目を閉じて呼吸を整えて祈ればいいんだってさ。
Praying to what?
何かに。多分この場合は。
わかった。頑張る。
I love how every time I ask a question, they immediately answer it. Like, that's nice.
ちゃんと見ててね。
任せとけ。
なでこのことちゃんと見ててね。
ああ、任せとけ。
Hey, it's the opening.
私を見て、暦お兄ちゃん。そんなことないです。お兄さんは6年生なのに怖くないし、なでこのこといじめないし、それにすごく優しいし、この前だってなでこの自転車直してくれたし。
Love.
そんなこと愛です。ララちゃんいいな、こんなに優しいお兄さんがいて。
Why is this song so catchy? Yeah, I mean, maybe it's not the, boy-girl kind of love, but definitely something related with that, with him. Oh? That's it? Really? That was literally it?
滞りなく進みそうだな。
うん。しかし荒木先輩、また押野さんにカレーを作ってしまったな。こんなに強力なものなら代償をかなり要求されたのではないのか。
いや、あれに関しては借りはないんだ。ん？ガンバル、ここが良くないものの吹き溜まりになってるって話はしただろう？うん。あれ、場合によっては妖怪大戦争になってたかもしれない危険なものだったんだ。この神社にお札を貼ったことで僕らはそれを未然に防いだんだよ。
そんな大事だったのか。
ああ、あのお守りはそのお釣りだって。
A change? Alright. Okay. I guess this...
儀式とはかなり時間がかかるものだな。
ああ、だが気長に待つしかないだろう。
an excuse to
荒木先輩、
draw her in different poses, I guess.
あのジャギリ縄だが一気に剥がしたりはできないものだろうか。
押野が言うには僕ならジャギリ縄に触れて引き剥がすことができるらしいんだけど。
それはやめておいた方がいい。そんなことをしたら間違いなくジャギリナーは荒木くんに襲いかかってくるだろう。それに
たとえそれを回避してもジャギリナーは今度は呪いをかけたそのクラスメートのところに帰ってしまうそうだ。
人を呪わば穴二つということだな。
ああ、
What goes around comes around.
荒木くん、繰り返しになるけどこの言葉をよく覚えて、この言葉の意味もよく考えておいてね。
おう、
この町を出ていく。そうなった時、僕はもう荒木くんの相談に乗ってあげることはできないんだよ。怪異ってのはさ、意図的に関わるべきものじゃないんだよ。でも荒木くんはほっといていいものまで
True.
傾向にあるよ。でも知ってしまったらどうしようもないだろう。見て見ぬふりはできないよ。いっそ委員長ちゃんみたいに全部忘れちゃえればよかったかい。忘れるなんて意地悪言っちゃったかな。ま、安心。
Forget everything just like her? Is that a hint as to something that happened with her in the past?
大人だからね。そこら辺はわきまえてる。でも進路のことを考えるついでにそういうことを考えてみてもいいと思うよ。手当たり次第人を助けようとするのは無責任だってことか。でも星野、僕はお前みたいになれないよ。僕は1割くらい吸血鬼、怪異そのものだからな。怪異を払う側の人間にはなれないさ。荒木くん。荒木くんは忍ちゃんを見捨てればいつだって完全な人間に戻れるんだ。僕としてはそれも忘れないでほしいな。
荒木先輩。
What?
何があった？
わからないが突然。失敗したのか。
It's resisting?
荒木先輩。
いや、そんなはずは。
Like I said, at the same time, I definitely feel like this is an excuse to draw her in different positions.
カマル、勘違いしてた。ジャギリナワが僕らにも見えてさえ。
I'm not even gonna comment on that last scene right now.
どういうことだ。
ジャギリナワは一匹じゃなかったんだ。2匹いたんだよ。
Okay.
ちくしょう。
But shouldn't it be the same? Like with either one or two? Or do you need two charms to do that?
離れて、カマル。戦国のことを逆恨みしていたのは友達だった女の子だけじゃない。戦国。
Okay, so I guess
その男の子も戦国を恨んでいたんだ。
I guess this is the twist.
見えなくても触れるはずなんだ。
It's suffocating her. What in the... Oh. Ow. The F? What's he trying to do?
ジャギリナ自体は見えないけど、奴が移動した痕跡ははっきり残る。土ぼこりや草の動きを見れば
Damn, that's a big snake.
推測できる。
So yeah, I guess he doesn't have higher pain tolerance just because... Oh, is it poisonous? Yeah, I think it's actually a venomous snake. So he's paralyzed right now. Yeah.
ヘビは気性の荒い生き物だが臆病なんだ。おとなしくやり過ごせばどこかに行ってしまう。
だがカンバル、それじゃ戦国に振られたっていうあの男の子のところにヘビが。
荒木先輩、頼むから助けるべき相手を間違えないでくれ。
もう間に合わない。追いかけようとしても見えないヘビを追うなんて僕には無理だ。
荒木先輩。
ごめん。辛い役目をやらせて。ごめん。
謝らないでほしい。立つ瀬がない。
ごめん。
I mean, Araragi can still die, can he?
本当に。ヘビは帰る。使わしたものの場所へと。呪いを持ち帰るために。
赤闇お兄ちゃん。
カンバルの判断は正しかった。怪異もどきの僕が怪異そのものに対応できるわけもない。単に諦めきれなかっただけだ。
赤闇お兄ちゃん、助けてくれてありがとう。
やめてくれ戦国。お願いだから。ありがとうなんて言わないでくれ。お前からそんなことを言ってもらう資格はない。
Why not?
僕はあろうことかお前を呪った人間までも助けようとしていたのだから。
But, okay, that actually went a little bit differently than what I was thinking. Interesting. Alright. Well, that was a fast arc, I guess. Let's see you guys later. Alrighty, that was a quick little finish to this arc. I wasn't expecting it to be over this quickly. And I certainly do feel that Araragi was being a little bit hard on himself at the very end there, blaming himself or saying that he wasn't worthy of thanks just because he wanted to also save the person who cursed Sengoku. You know, I feel like that's maybe a little bit over because, well, certainly I would say there's no love. I feel no love towards this person, this random unknown who placed a curse on someone you know, right? At the same time, though, saying that you would just watch them, you know, saying that they deserve to die just because they did something like place a curse on someone, is a little bit overboard, right? Especially considering, like, I assume that the world in there is a similar concept to the world that we live in. Like, these things are supernatural. They're not really supposed to happen, right? It's not supposed to be real, and so a lot of time you could just conceivably think that it's just some people letting off some steam, right? While I certainly haven't had any experience of, you know, literally looking up a curse and cursing someone, you know, I could totally see where, I mean, they're middle schoolers, right? They're easily impressionable and whatnot, and they really, you know, they've had a bad day, they've had a bad time, they really just need to let off some steam. This works as a sort of how should I say it? It works as a sort of way to relieve the stress, like catharsis in a certain way. And really, like, who is actually expecting a curse to descend upon Sengoku, right? So I feel like it's entirely reasonable to not want them to die over something like this when they couldn't really have known any better, right? That seems to be a little bit overkill. So I think Araragi is totally you know, his position is totally understandable even from a bystander standpoint. And with that being said, however, you know, this entire episode, they made a big deal of Araragi getting himself involved in all these oddities, so on and so forth, right? And particularly being reprimanded that, you know, this isn't really something that he should stick his nose in, and that makes a lot of sense as well, right? He has no he has no responsibility to be involved in these other matters, and in fact he has his own responsibility to those that to his loved ones, right? To his family, to Senjugahara, his girlfriend, and so on and so forth, right? He shouldn't needlessly put himself in danger there. He also has responsibility to those people and not to those who might not have anything to do with him particularly, right? Now, with that being said, I also kind of feel like this is a sort of different situation, and the fact that we can clearly see that for some reason these oddities are drawn towards Araragi, right? So I feel like it's sort of the concept where once you enter this world, you can't really just say you want to leave it, right? Although I guess perhaps he had a choice, especially in the dialogue in regards to Hanekawa, where maybe mention she forgot everything. So I think there's maybe a choice there to forget all stuff related with oddities, so on and so forth. But what I'm saying here is that since Araragi still knows of these oddities and he's pretty much stepped into this world already, I feel like even for a normal person, you can't really just stand back and watch someone be bothered or be ravaged by oddities and sit back and do nothing, right? Especially in this case, or in the cases that we've seen so far, they're pretty much related to Araragi in some way or another, right? So you can't really say that it has completely nothing to do with him, anyways. So I don't know, I can kind of totally see Aragi's position as well, regardless of how he's a nice guy and whatnot. I feel like even if I were in that situation, I wouldn't be able to just stand back and say, oh, not my problem, and move on, right? Because it is such a unique position here, and to be able to see and experience these kinds of things, you almost can't, there's the cliche is always with great power comes great responsibility. He doesn't necessarily have a great power, but still, regardless, he's already stepped into this world of these oddities and demons and whatnot. So you can't really just say, okay, I'm out and not do anything, right? So just my 2 cents on that situation over there. So let's talk about Sengoku here for real quick, right? So it did have to do with love, I guessed that correctly, although the root cause of the oddity wasn't particularly in regards to Sengoku's infatuation with Araki. And, even though she's disguising it as sort of this big brother complex or whatnot, to me, that's pretty much infatuation, love, whatever you want to call it. So it should be, that should be that, right? So I was correct on that part. And I guess the root cause of this oddity was also in regards to love, unrequited love, although not quite in a way that I was expecting, so that's that. So yeah, but pretty much straightforward. This one thing that I am kind of curious about is whether or not in the original light novels, these scenes were meant to be that perverted, right? With especially in regards to Sengoku, where she's basically naked half the time for the time we've known her, and with when she was being exorcised of the snake oddity, and in all sorts of compromising positions, right? Like let's be clear, I'm not exactly a prudish person, so I don't really mind this. I mean, it's eye candy, right? But at the same time, I do feel like it's kind of ridiculous that that's happening, like, literally right then and there. So I do kind of wonder if that was perhaps more of an artistic liberty made by the anime, or was it already supposed to be sort of similar to that in the light novel as well, right? I certainly feel like, it's one thing. Even last episode, like, okay, getting half naked and showing the scales, I could kind of see, right? Here, though, in terms of the animation, it definitely almost felt like I was watching a hentai or something. So, I don't know. I mean, I'm not going to complain, but I am curious, right? Curious. And so yeah, anyways, that was a quick arc. Next one, we got 5 episodes left until the end. I'm assuming that the next girl is gonna be Hanekawa, right? It seems that we're nearing the end here. Apparently it has something to do with a cat. Is it Hanekawa? I don't really know. And if it is, does it have something to do with, the stuff that Mime said really kind of intrigues me, right? How the class rep forgot everything. So there seems to be a much bigger backstory there that we haven't explored yet, since the time is not yet there, right? And I assume that's also part of the overall arcing story and part of the reason why this series can last for so long. Maybe. But anyways, yeah, that's about it. Really, not that much to comment on the actual episode or oddity itself. I guess just a quick introduction of character, and it seems that she is here to stay in the future as well. I saw a quick glimpse of the preview for our next episode, so she's apparently going to be part of the waking Araragi up and walking him to school committee, I guess you could say, together with Kambaru. And Senju Kaira doesn't know about this yet, right? I wonder what she's gonna think once she learns about this new girl beside Aragi's side. But anyways, we'll cross that line once we get there in the following episodes. So, hope you guys enjoyed this. See you next time.